Ready? All right. What is going on? And I'm excited to be here before you today. I'm Jerry Thomas with Body, and welcome to Transformed and Renewed. We are here again, and I got an amazing topic. Check this out. So, in the past, we've done a lot of topics on, spiritual and mental related biblical issues in terms of how we can improve ourselves. But I found today to be very fitting and actually good timing because I've actually shared this, in emails that I've sent out to my subscribers as well as clients. But today we are going to talk about why most people do not like to exercise. And I know that you can probably relate to what I'm saying, or you probably would be one of those individuals, but I don't want you to, you know, I want you to realize that this is going to be a growing session because at the end of the day, this is where we are being transformed and renewed. But not only are we going to talk about why most people do not like to exercise, but three ways that you can get motivated to exercising, okay? And so I want to again welcome you. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you like, subscribe, and drop some comments as we go through this because your feedback helps me. And to be honest, I'm not gonna share anything that you already don't know, but perhaps I can share some things with you that you can implement and you can start seeing some results today. So I'll start by really understanding, or I guess going into exercise. We know what exercise is. It's essentially where your body is at work intentionally to produce stress, physical stress on your body. So whether you are lifting weights, doing cardio, whether you're running after a certain amount of time, your body is under physical stress. And at that point, your muscles, may start to exhibit some pain, especially after some hours and you've just done an intense workout. So we kind of have an idea of what exercise is. We know based on scientific research and research after research and results show, the impact of exercise. And one thing that I've noticed every time I've been in a PHP, which is primary health physician, or your PCP, whatever you call it, but primary care physician, they will essentially tell you the same thing if they notice that you are overweight, or when it comes to your BMI, which is your body mass index, that if you're over a certain range, then they would typically tell you one or two things, and it usually involves you need to incorporate more vegetables or embody essentially a better diet and exercise. Those are typically two things, but exercise is usually always included. Every time I went to the doctor, or even just hearing somebody who said that they had health problems, what typically came out of what the doctor said was exercise. Of course, nutrition is important, but you want to make sure that you're getting exercise in. And so that leads to our question of the evening. Why don't people like to exercise? Well, out of many reasons, and there are many, to be honest. I've heard them a good bit of. I'm not gonna say I've heard them all, but I realized that one of the main ones, to really sum it up, the best way that I could, explain it, and I think you can agree to it, is that most people do not like to exercise because it is uncomfortable at the end of the day. Now, a person may say, well, child, I need to work out, or man, that looks good, or, going into the new year, like on my goal, I'm pumped up. I saw this video, like, ooh, it just didn't move some blood to the body, and I'm just feeling excited. Like I feel like I already worked out and I haven't done nothing. And so you feel all this energy, and this is essentially mental. But then when it actually comes to putting in the work, 1 week passes by, nothing. week 2 passes by, you probably did something, but it didn't really count towards anything. But at the end of the day, it's just uncomfortable. So you could have exercised once and you found, well, I didn't really like the pain. I felt like the day after I was just in pain. Like from my top of my head down to my thighs, I was just in pain. Like I didn't like that. Or you may say, I'm too busy. Exercise, like I could do it, but I'm busy with this. And I realized that that is an excuse because you can make time for what things are most important to you. And so we know that that is just trying to distract or deflect off of the issue, that it is uncomfortable. And it's okay. It's okay. But that is going to be the first, you know, the first stage that we started is by identifying why you or I am not exercised. Now, of course, I, typically exercise between 3 to 4 times a week. Usually anywhere from about 45 minutes to an hour. Sometimes if I do anything less, then I usually do like more of an intense workout. But anyway, that is why I believe. I believe most people don't work out because it is uncomfortable at the end of the day. Now, again, you can give me any other reason why, but I feel like it would essentially point back to that because, again, the benefits of it, and I think for most people, they would rather want to receive the benefits versus having to put in the work. The part about execution, the part about doing it consistently is where that lack of motivation comes in there. And so, for the sake of this video and time, I wanted to share 3 ways that you can get motivated to exercise because that is our goal at Robot, to help you to be transformed and renewed. And we are not going to skip over any part. We're going to focus on the mind. We're going to focus on the spirit, making sure that we're in alignment with God, and we're also going to focus on the body. So you can sing in church all you want to, you can do whatever, but we got to focus on the body because it's no use of going through life and you know that you have the ability to live better than you are living. And I'm not saying that you have to be the slimmest person. This is your goal, but at the end of the day, don't you want to give yourself the best life? Don't you want to really experience the best or give God your best? Because that's what I think about. So if you say yes to that, so I'm going to go into 3 ways that you can get motivated to work out. So the first way, and again, like I said, I share this with my subscribers and they got a dose of this. But in this video, I'm going to expound a little further. So you get a good treat. The first way that you can actually get motivated to work out, number one, and again, these are not in any particular order, but I would say you start by creating a reward system for yourself because it seems like when you have like a reward in place, it kind of increases your appetite to say, okay, that looks attractive. So, okay, I can do that. Example, if someone said, hey, I'll give you $10,000 if you can drive an hour to this bank to pick up this money and it won't be taxed at all, but it's all yours. You would not even waste time. You would probably be getting in the car and you would probably be driving there before you hung up the phone. So we kind of know that when you have a reward in place, then you are willing to do some things. And so I would recommend when it comes to exercising, do rewards such as, whether you want to get a foot massage or whether you want to get like a dessert or, like a reward dessert. Or, you may decide, hey, I want to go shopping. Whatever reward works for you and is going to be a good reward is going to push you to actually exercise consistently, then that is a reward that you want to set. Now, one thing I will notice is that when it comes to food, in terms of food rewards, because I've seen that this is what most people commonly like is food rewards, desserts, sweets. Yes, I know. I've seen it many, many times. When it comes to that, I want you to be mindful that you don't want to get carried away with that because it's so easy to say, "Ooh, I had this blizzard, or I had this Sunday," or whether it was like burgers and fries, and you may eat it and you're like, "Man, I really enjoyed that." And while your body say, "Okay, we got it," your mind is then saying, "Well, you know, you can get that again." I mean, it's like your mind is acting like a salesperson, and it's trying to get you to go back. And so that's one thing I would say is you want to essentially be mindful of that. Don't get off track. If you have a Sunday, Sunday is good, but make sure you get back on track with your nutrition and your exercise plan. Because if you have, especially if you have goals, you want to make sure that you achieve them. Don't get distracted by anything. Keep that goal focused and make sure that, again, you're just mindful of certain things. But when it comes to rewards, I definitely recommend that you add that into your routine because, again, this can help you get motivated. And transitioning to our second way that you can actually get motivated to work out is accountability. You have to embody accountability. Now, whether you decide to have a friend or a personal trainer, or you may say, I'll be my accountability, it's important that you stick to it and you execute on it because it's no use having a friend that says, hey, we are going to get up at this time and you are oversleeping or you're too busy. But make sure that when it comes to accountability, it's only in place to help you to achieve your goals. Okay. So I want you to embody that. If you ever said that, hey, I really have a goal to really improve my health this year, set that goal. Okay. Don't change it. That is your goal. No one can set a goal for your own life but you. And so when you do set that goal, it's important that you have measures in place. And one, like I said, is accountability, making sure that you have good follow up. Okay, how did you do this week? Did you exercise when you said that you were going to exercise? Okay, you were busy on this day, but what did you do, before or after to make up for that time? You know, have you seen results, in terms of your weight? Has it gone down or have your nutrition? Different questions, an accountability partner will ask you. So that way you stand on track because at the end of the day, when you have a goal in mind, you're going to set up measures to achieve that goal. So I would say that's the second one. The third one is, and this is actually subcategorized into three subparts. And so this third one is actually being able to create your own routine. So this is where you get creative, juices start flowing. And so one of the ones that I would say is for one is one way that you can actually create your own routine is, and all of these that I share are actually what I implement. So you can actually create your own playlist. So I use Spotify, you can use Amazon Music or any other music subscription platform that allows you to listen to music. But typically what I do is I know, okay, if I'm going to work out, I essentially take time to create a playlist. For me, I try to create like a clean playlist, whole playlist. I don't listen to cussing or anything like that. I listen to uplifting, stuff, jazz, good jazz, or some gospel, upbeat gospel, or gospel rap songs. But essentially, I create a playlist that I know, okay, this is going to keep me going. It's going to motivate me as I'm lifting weights or exercising or even, just getting ready. So you can create a playlist, and that's again one option out of creating your own routine. Another thing that you can do is you can do warm-up stretches. And so I typically do this when I know that I have an intense workout. I do some stretches. Even when it's a light workout, I still do stretches. And one thing you may not realize is that when you do stretches, whether you're stretching your arm, legs, quads, whatever the case may be, you're actually allowing blood to flow to different areas of your body. And so when you do a full body stretch and that blood flows, it also helps you to get a boost of energy. And so this can also help increase your momentum and just the overall outlook on the exercise versus you saying, don't really feel like exercising, but once you do that stretch, you start to feel like a boost of energy. And so that is another thing that I do prior to a workout. The third thing is, and again, this is also something that I do, is, but it may sound weird, but I don't think it's weird. But I actually pray and I speak over myself and my workout, before I get started. So I may start with a prayer like, Lord, I pray that, as I work out, I pray that I can give you my best, that I don't pull any muscles or that I, experience any injuries, but I pray that my body is in alignment with the exercises and that I focus on my form and not do something that could cause, me to incur an injury. Or I just say, Jerry, you got it. You can lift this. Let's get it. It's like I'm my own coach, and that's how I act when about to do a workout. Is I speak over myself even during the workout. I'm talking to myself, and I'm not crazy, but I'm just saying this is what helps me to stay motivated as I'm working out. And I'm telling you, I want to show you something. So I've never been able to do this in my life. So what I'm doing here is I have my thumb and my pinky finger. And even as a kid, I could never do this. But this is the first time in my life that I can actually connect my pinky finger and my thumb. And so I realized that when I could do this, I lost some significant amount of weight because prior to that, I couldn't do it. Now I can do it with my middle finger and my index finger, but as you can see, that's a lot of gap, between there and my pinky finger. But anyway, you know, these are different things that I do. Like I said, just to recap from those three, in terms of creating your own routine, one is I create my own playlist with the music that I know is going to help me. Two is, I do some warm up stretches, get the blood flowing, and we're going to get into this workout. And then three is I just pray and I speak over my workout. And these are things, like I said, that I continue to do on a daily basis or whenever I do a workout. And it helps me. It keeps me in that mindset of let's take care of business. Let's not look at this workout as a liability, but it is an asset. And so let's treat it that way, that it is an asset to, really helping us. So again, you got it. Three ways that you can get motivated. First one is making sure that you can implement some rewards. That's going to be critical, but also making sure that the rewards are going to be enticing for you to start exercising and make sure you do it consistently. Okay. And then the second one is you have to embrace accountability. I know I don't really like that, but that is really going to help you to stay on track. Okay. So, whatever it means, whether it's involving a friend or getting a personal trainer, or even saying, hey, we are just going to do it. Just do it. And then the third one, like I just mentioned, is creating your own routine from creating a playlist, creating a playlist, speaking over your workout, praying, and then doing some warm up stretches. So there you have it. Three ways to motivate you. And so now that you know that, start doing one of those today or at least this week. And I promise you that you're going to see some amazing results if you stay consistent with them. Okay. And they're going to help you, people, because I want you to really be your best. So, again, I know this was slightly different from what we usually do, but this is, we going to have these every now and then because, I want to make sure that we are addressing, how we can really transform our bodies and really, achieve the goals that we've set, but we may just say, hey, I want to do this, but I don't know. You can do it, and I'm gonna help you with it because listen, just like I shared these three with you, let's just start doing them and let's see some results. Do them consistently for a week, okay? Progress to the second week and see how you do, okay? Progress to the third week and measure your progress, and you'll be amazed with what you see. So, if you were blessed by this video, you found it helpful, make sure you share, like, comment, whatever that is good. I want you to do that because again, we want to make sure that you are transformed by the information we share. And again, everything I share with you, I actually do it myself. So I would tell you to do something, and I'm not doing it consistently myself. So that's one thing I want you to know. Two, I want you to subscribe if you haven't to our channel. Make sure you do that. Um, to any platform that you're mainly on, we want you to do that. You don't have to do them for all of them, but the ones that you're mainly on. So if you're mainly on Facebook, subscribe so that way you can stay up to date with what we're doing. And as we may release content here and there, or even last minute updates, you can stay informed. And another way that you can really get informed is sign up for our email newsletter. Yes, I send out emails often. These are high quality. Just like I'm speaking to you, it's the same. We are going to give you the best content, okay? Email and even exclusive offers. So the way you can do that is going to our website at roadbody.org, okay? Roadbody.org, or you can click on the link in the description for a free report, yes, that I crafted. And it's for you. A free report for you to help you to really, you know, upgrade your nutrition game. Okay. So, again, I thank you for joining us. Next time we are going to be live here. And if you can't join us live, pre-record. So you can always get us on podcasts, whether you're on Spotify, iTunes, whatever the case may be, we are there. So you have no reason to miss us. Make sure you just tune in to us, and we're going to keep giving you content to help you to be transformed all over from the top of your head to the sole of your feet and renewed. So that way, you know, you can really say, hey, I've grown. Whether it's been a month since you subscribed to us or joined us, you are going to be changed and transformed. So that is one thing that we are going to give to you. So again, thank you for joining us, and I will see you next time.